Okay, so we're going to present you our solution for this hackathon. So we wanted to tackle the challenge that it is to learn new languages, because none of us free speak Luxembourgish, especially the pronunciation parts, because it's really hard to practice your pronunciation when you're alone, or when your family doesn't speak the language as well. That's a challenge that Julien faces every day with his son, because his son learns Luxembourgish, but he doesn't speak Luxembourgish, and he can't help him improve his pronunciation. So we thought, yeah, let's do a pronunciation checker based on AI. So that's our case here, Luxembourgish pronunciation checker for educational purpose. So in order to help people learn the language better, based on the LOD data and artificial intelligence. So a quick process description. So we start by generating a random word based from the LOD.lu database. We pick a random word and collect its metadata, so its meaning, and of course its pronunciation, that we're going to compare later on. Then we record the voice of the people that want to improve their pronunciation. The voice goes through a transformer model that will transform the speech to the phonetic, so we get the pronunciation of this word. Then the phonetic the phonetic string, I would say, will go through a transformer to extract each syllable. And once we have each syllable, we're going to compare with the input each syllable and calculate the score to see if you pronounced correctly the word or not. So without further ado, let's switch to the fun part and do a little demo. So I don't know if we have two volunteers that wants to try their Luxembourgish pronunciation. Who wants to try? Because we've been playing with it all afternoon, so we can let you try it.
I will be.
You will be, but it's easy because you speak maybe some. You can come as our benchmark, I guess. But maybe someone that doesn't speak would be fun. Don't be shy. Yeah, come for sure. So we can generate a new word.
Exactly. So we generate a word. It takes a little bit of time. So we first have, if you want to have a little hit, we can.
Parkplaatsen.
Yes, just the first one, not
Parkplaats.
the tutorial. And so now we can record our voice, and when you're ready.
Parkplaats.
So now we have our voice that's in the app, and we can now check the pronunciation based on the phonetics.
Yes.
The phonetics. So we start the verification, and now we will have the phonetic and where it's good and where it's not.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
If you want to try, we will see if
Don't take it too personal.
when you're ready.
Parkplaats.
So we try also and please. And unfortunately, it's only 50%. You can see the score, but it's 50%.
You need just multiply it for 2 and everything is fine.
Yes. Something? Can you also try? I want to see if you can.
Let's have a face off.
So let's try and verify. Unfortunately, it's not perfect, but
Yeah, so as I said, the score is calculated on the syllables, and we try to set it to easy mode. So if you have one phonetic that's wrong in the syllable, it's still correct. But for parkplaats, I guess we found the weak spot of the model. So obviously, one of the main improvements that we could do is that the model we use to transform speech to the phonetic is like a really generic model that we found on the internet. And I guess that trying to fine-tune this model or even start from scratch a model specially trained on the phonetic for Luxembourgish maybe would help identify the specifics of the language and have the main phonetics that you find in the Luxembourgish language in the output of the model. That would maybe give better score. As well, if we'd like to implement this more as a game, we could as well store and you could track your performances and see how much you improve as long as you try new words. And once we store the performances, you could as well personalize your learning path and having the words generated thanks to the weaknesses that it identifies before, have different levels, and as well maybe work on the syllabification, if it's a word, of the Luxembourgish, because we used something to syllabify the phonetics, but we couldn't find something to syllabify the whole word, so that could be also done to improve our scores. And yes, thank you for listening.